Dear friends on the spiritual path, today I would like to talk about a very important subject, namely our future. In order for us to understand where we are going, we need to look back at the past and to the present. If we look at human history, we can say that there was a heyday at least 10,000 years ago. This was the Indian advanced civilization with richness in the sciences, in culture, religion, politics, in society, philosophy, and spiritual practice. This culture was completely flourished in all aspects. In it we find our roots. It was widely spread all the way to Europe. Many seemingly modern ideas originated from these ancient Vedic teachings. After this blossoming, humanity only went downhill. Although there were isolated, advanced cultures that reached a certain level, but never the maximum, and they often disappeared completely. At all times and in all cultures, there was a spiritual religious worldview with the divine spirit as the highest being, a hierarchy of deities, higher worlds, the knowledge about karma and reincarnation. It was also generally understood that there are good and negative forces, and that the purpose in life is to experience oneself in creation and to mature spiritually. In short, until then, man was involved in a spiritual order, had his place and his purpose. Then everything changed. About 200 years ago, industrialization began, and with it the progressive dehumanization and materialization of our existence. Industrialization meant assembly line work, and with it synchronization. The human being as a worker thus became an economically calculable quantity which causes certain costs and produces a certain profit. A similar cost-benefit thinking already existed in slavery, but not on such a professional level. With the reduction of man to his role as a worker to produce profit, the idea of consumption additionally emerged thanks to industrial mass production. Thus the circle closes. The purpose of man is now to spend his lifetime with work and consumption. As a third pillar, man was offered entertainment in the form of soccer games, radio and TV. This is how man was and is kept busy. A busy person has no time to think and also not for his own development. This system of modern slavery was professionally developed over time. Human needs were artificially satisfied by consumption and TV, and natural spirituality was replaced by the ideas of career and material social status. Thus, materialism and atheism grew, and the degeneration of human nature took its course. The central idea of man as a useful animal for making money eventually influenced all aspects of society and life more and more. Schooling and education, medical care, political participation, Taxes, pensions, care, etc. were all adapted over time and optimized in a similar way to factory farming. Everything has been subjected to the ideal of increasing profits while reducing costs. As a result of this development, we see the widespread of selfishness, irresponsibility, infantile behavior, mental and physical illness, experienced senselessness, growing problems at all levels, environmental destruction and pollution, antisocial behavior, the perversion of all values, the loss of wisdom and compassion, the artificial redistribution of wealth from the mass of people to a few super rich, and ultimately the downfall of the whole corrupted system. Just as the phoenix is reborn from its own ashes, so man, and with him society, is reborn from the ashes of the old system. The rebirth can only be of a spiritual, holistic nature, and it will lead to the golden age. For us spiritual people, this is a call to actively participate in the rebirth and prepare for the golden age. As mystics, we live the spiritual God connectedness and the all-encompassing love for all beings and creation. We are guided by the wisdom of the heart, and our deeds are characterized by compassion. We see ourselves as active co-creators of our reality. We follow the spiritual laws and the principle of unity, which is behind duality and diversity. On the path of love and wisdom to enlightenment, in the Divine Spirit, it is not only about our own development, but especially in our time it is important to connect with like-minded people, to exchange ideas and also to support each other. It is important here to reach out to each other across the boundaries of tradition, culture and school, and work together to heal and improve our world. Unfortunately, even most mystics have not yet taken this important step, and so I would like to call for it. I have already designed the most important social, spiritual projects and prepared courses that serve universal spiritual training and personal development. Basically, networking locally and internationally is very important. For this purpose, I have created German and English language groups for mystics on Telegram and Facebook. So for the first step, it is good to join these groups and network with like-minded people. In the second step, according to the mystical principle, clean, heal, sanctify, one can begin with the spiritual work on oneself. And in the third step, it is about the implementation of common projects for healing, strengthening, and balancing of people in corresponding groups. You can find the social spiritual project concepts on my YouTube channel and also in my book, The Wisdom of the Mystics. Further information, courses and events can be found in the groups. You can find the links for the groups in the video description. Please share my call for cooperation among all truly spiritual people of spirit and soul. It is high time that we join together and work on healing ourselves and humanity as a whole. I wish you God's blessings and look forward to meeting you in the groups. Thanks a lot for your kind attention. Much love and all the best.